What's that 2 Chainz line? 4 a.m., I'm just getting started. We are hosting the biggest sports show in the Pacific Northwest today. We're hosting Brock and Salk. We're filling in 7 to 10. We're fired up. Early wake up. I'm sure TJ's going to let me know that I should have about 4 cups of coffee like him. I'm not going to do that, but let's go do a radio show today.
It's bright and early. We're caffeinated. We've got a cup of coffee already. Let's go talk some Mariners baseball.
Just stopped at the store. Got a couple 5-hour energies, a couple protein shakes. Going to be out all day. It's going to be a long day. We're hosting the show and we're going to the ballpark afterward, all afternoon, all evening. So I'm going to need some stuff for today.
Top of the morning, dog. What are we talking about today?
Not going to Starbucks, that's for sure. Listen, I know we're hosts on the radio, but we're going to try to bring our most authentic podcast selves onto the airwaves. So, you think we're not talking about Kyle Tucker? Oh, we're talking about Kyle Tucker.
For anyone curious about a little bit of a studio tour, this is the building. Sports areas all back this way, down this long hall. This is what they call the sports pit. I'm sure some of you have seen it on Twitter or Instagram where a lot of the hosts will sit and prep for the show.
Oh, hey. What's up?
Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, Mailbox Peak.
We're going.
Ready? Are you training?
No, I'm not training for it.
Oh, well, might be tough.
No, it won't. And it'll all be worth it when they trade for him too.
Okay.
So, if you walk down the hall, these are where some of the auxiliary studios are.
This is where all the action happens right here. You can do a little spin around. Producer studio back there. TJ's talking to our board op. It's about 40 minutes before showtime. We're getting pretty excited. This is cool.
All right, 20 minutes till showtime.
Bunch of stuff that we're going to do on this show. We're doing a really fun rank segment at the end. We're going to talk to Shannon Dreyer at 9. We're talking about the Mariners-Orioles series. We're doing some buy or sell trade candidates. It's going to be Mariners packed. Like, this is going to be a fun show.
Thankfully, they came off a win. T-minus 3 minutes to airtime, dog.
Yeah? How we feeling? I'll be honest. There's a little bit of pre-show jitters. A little bit, because this is different, but I think once we get into it, I'll just be excited.
Yeah, the energy's going to be good. It's early in the morning, running on adrenaline right now. This is fun. Happy to be filling in here on a holiday. Lyle, good morning.
Good morning. You know, of all the podcasts we've done, this is the first time we've ever been in person for a show. Ever.
Yeah, this is, and what a platform for it. This is a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. And there's no lag. There's no lag like when we do it on the computer, and sometimes there's internet that's bad, and we wait for each other to finish sentences. No, we're right next to each other.
All right, we're an hour in, burned off a little bit of the nerves. How are we feeling?
This has been fun. We just got to tell the people how you have Roger Maris Jr. blocked on Twitter.
And it's an exclusive list.
Very.
You don't just earn a block. If I don't want to see you, I'll mute you. But if you earn a block, you've done something special. But we got 2 great hours left. We still have plenty of fun discussion to go. Stay tuned. We'll keep going. TJ Mathewson and Lyle Goldstein from the Marine Layer podcast, filling in for Brock and Salk here on Seattle Sports. Let's buy or sell. Cody Bellinger, buy or sell?
Ooh, I'm going to be honest. I'm selling this one. I'm curious how you feel about it.
I would buy him. Either the price would be low because he costs a lot of money. He's due $27.5 next year. He has 2 player options. So it very well could just be a rental for Cody Bellinger. Therefore, the Cubs, no negotiating power to hold him.
See, I almost look at this as the opposite way. You don't know whether he would take the player options and stay longer or if he would walk after this season. And it's tough to know what his price tag would be. It's probably cloudy right now because, again, the player options, he's got all the power.
The last one.
Oh, boy. Are people ready? If you're a podcast listener...
You know who this player is. Kyle Tucker.
How do I feel about the Mariners potentially acquiring Kyle Tucker? You can't laugh. You're going to make me break character here. Whoo! Bye. Does that sell you enough, Tej? Now, I will say this. I was feeling a lot better about this idea about 2 weeks ago when they had a 10-game lead. We have been talking about this idea since late April when the Astros started losing. Are we going to continue to speak this idea into existence? Yes, because you want to talk about a picture-perfect fit for a guy that is one of the best hitters in baseball? Buying. And to the point, I want this guy so badly. We have said on our podcast, I would hike up Mount Everest on my hands and knees for Kyle Tucker. That's how badly I want him. Now, you had to talk me off the ledge and say...
I don't think Lyle realized how expensive climbing up Mount Everest is and the amount of training that goes into it. We would be lucky if you started training right now that we made it up by this time next year.
Which is why we pivoted, said we will hike Mailbox Peak if they trade for Kyle Tucker. And we started to get comments from people that said, you know what, Lyle? I love the enthusiasm. I love the optimism. I love the idea. I'm in too. And you know what? If the Mariners trade for him, I'm doing the hike with you. So guess what? If this were to miraculously happen, we speak this thing into existence. The Astros lose a little bit more in July, fall out of the race. They consider trading him. Mariners pull this off. We're taking a hike up Mailbox Peak, and people are coming with us. We're doing a whole vlog out of it.
Now, some background for the listeners who are not aware. Lyle does not hike. Period.
No,
he does not hike.
At all.
Well, we're rolling along here. We did the Kyle Tucker thing, talked to Shannon Dreyer. We're taking some calls soon. Rank coming up soon. Those are going to be some good segments.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to rank. I'm looking forward to someone getting pissed off at a rule we have about baseball. But there are rules.
We've got some great rules. Stick around.
Let's close out the show with Ranked. What are we ranking today? We are ranking the Marine Layer Podcast Baseball Commandments. Number 5, we're Team Ban the Wave. The Wave should not exist.
I was at that Angels series in 2021. I remember that Friday game. It was 1-0. Late in the game, the Mariners don't have a run. Playoffs are on the line, and fans are doing the Wave. 45,000 people were in that ballpark, and people are doing the Wave. I could not believe it. What are these people doing? Watch the game.
Number 4, stop using batting average. We have so many better stats nowadays to evaluate hitters.
TJ, let me ask you a question. Is a single as valuable as a home run?
Nope.
Well, batting average tells you it is, but people still use batting average as a crutch. Batting average was invented in 1887. There were no cars at the time. There was no color TV at the time. Yet we're like 130 years past that, and people are still saying this is the best stat to evaluate a player, as if you should evaluate Honus Wagner the same way as Aaron Judge. It's ridiculous.
Number 1, every Major League Baseball ballpark needs a roof.
Yes.
A roof of some sort.
There are stadiums that have been new and been built that somehow were approved by Major League Baseball without a roof. Minnesota. It is in the 30s there. In April, it snows. But they were like, yeah, we don't need a roof on this stadium. Why would we do such a thing? Unless your ballpark is either Fenway or Wrigley Field, where it's so historic that it would make no sense to have a roof. Roofs.
Well, show's wrapped up. We had a blast doing it, but what's the first thing we do when we're done with the show?
Gotta post more content. The grind never stops.
Content doesn't stop. We got our 10 o'clock post on social. TJ's on it.
You tweeted out that you thought the fan who caught Josh Rojas' 2 foul balls was fake. Can you explain more on that?
Yeah, because his name was also Josh, I guess. Is that what they said? And he caught the 2 foul balls from Josh Rojas. It's just like back to back. That's a hoax.
Now here's the thing. You were here though. You could see it. You were in the bullpen.
Yeah, it could be AI. I don't know.
This right here is Morning Radio 101. You wake up early, do a show, and now, while others are grinding, TJ's out napping. We actually did go out and get some breakfast after the show, which was nice, but now we're just hanging out for a little bit. As you can see, TJ's trying to nap for about an hour until we head to the ballpark.
Look at us, dog. We made it. We made it. I didn't actually fall asleep. Fun fact.
You were just tired enough, or just not tired enough to not fall asleep.
Correct. So now we're not falling asleep. Instead, we're grinding. It's ballpark time.
Ballpark time, weekend, Blue Jays. We got a fun interview coming up later. We know that.
Out here at the field, batting practice is going on. It is quiet. It's relaxing. Guys are out here working. Do you hear that? There are no Blue Jays fans here yet, which is a good sign. However, even when this place fills up, there'll probably be a sellout tonight. I don't know, 40-something thousand. Let's say 30,000 of them are Canadians. They're going to watch a loss tonight. Let's say 1-0. I'm going to say Luis Castillo has his best start of the season tonight against the Blue Jays. The energy's going to be good. He'll have his fastball working. Let's say it plays up a little bit. It's nice and warm. It's easy to get loose. He goes out there, he deals 6 or 7 innings, 1 run. Mariners take home a victory.
Mariners offense is due to turn around. So, I'm going to say they get on Gausman early. They're going to win this game 5-2 and pretty much coast after the 3rd or 4th inning. Meanwhile, Scott Servais will talk in a few minutes. We'll see how he's feeling after a win on Thursday. Hopefully it rolls into the weekend.
I think both teams are different, if you don't mind me saying.
Not at all. I've been there.
Yeah, I think, we early in the year, we were, we had a moment there early on and we were struggling mightily offensively. We got it going and now we've slowed down a little bit again, but I think, our team hasn't changed a whole lot in the fact that, we're driven by our starting pitching. Our pitching is really good. It keeps us in games. The offense has been hit or miss. We've had really good streaks at times. We'll run off a couple weeks, we're rolling, and then it slows for a little bit. So just the inconsistencies there. But, I still don't think we found our stride offensively. Hopefully it's yet to come.
So he just caught up with Cal Raleigh. Not out on the field all that much, so it's great that when he was out here, we're able to get him.
I'm going to quiz you on baseball stats. You're going to tell me if they're true or false. The longest complete game in Major League history is 26 innings.
By one pitcher? False.
That's true. Two pitchers did it in the same game.
7 teams?
Yeah.
How many runs?
I actually don't remember.
There you go. Now you get to find that out.
MLB's all-time wins leader has won a Cy Young.
Is it Nolan Ryan?
No.
I'll say no.
That is correct because it's Cy Young.
I did not know that. That's all right. That's a trick question. I tried to beat the trick question, didn't work.
He had to think about some of those trivia questions we had for him. We had him stumped, and he had a good laugh about it, so that was fun. You know what? The most underrated Mariners personality might be Colin Snyder.
I'm going to quiz you on some baseball stats. You tell me if they're true or false. Okay. There's a Major League Baseball player with over 3,000 hits in the exact same number of hits at home and on the road.
I'll say false.
It's true.
Who is it?
Stan Musial.
Don't know who that is.
Stan the man?
No, I don't.
Really?
Not a good stats guy.
True or false, there's only been one pitcher in Major League history to both throw a perfect game and hit a grand slam in his career.
I'll say true on that one.
There have been two.
Is Zach Greinke one of them?
No.
Dang it.
One of them is a Mariners franchise legend.
Oh, you guys are putting me on the spot here.
Felix
Hernandez.
Yep.
Okay.
Felix is one. The other one is Don Larson.
I know the names.
Yep.
I definitely know Felix Hernandez.
Yeah.
So we're getting better.
So we just got him on the mic, and A, fascinating conversation. B, he was a good sport when it came to guessing some of the stats and some of the names we were throwing at him. Admitted, not the most knowledgeable on those things, but we told him, hey, study up. Next time, you're going to nail these. So it's good to get him. First time we've gotten to talk to him. Really nice guy, friends with our guy Gabe Spire, and he gave some good answers. You have to stay tuned to our socials to see some of that. Okay, so now we're on the Blue Jays side. We've been trying to get George Springer, but wasn't out today. He's got the day off, and he hasn't been out here on the field, so I'm guessing full day off for George Springer. But what we did instead, we had a nice conversation with legendary Blue Jays broadcaster Dan Shulman, and we also talked to Addison Barger as well, who's from Everett. So super cool.
Really cool dude. Doesn't have that much time in the big leagues yet. Was talking about how he grew up this huge Mariner fan, was a huge Ichiro fan, grew up coming to games, saw Mariners Blue Jays games as a kid growing up. He was awesome. So to talk to him was really fun. Talk to Dan Shulman was really fun. We're going to try to get Springer another day because he's got the full day off today. Hopefully he's out here Saturday or Sunday. We're going to try to get him then. But really fun time talking to Dan, talking to Addison. And overall, it's been a great day so far, and it's going to get better.
And now it's time to go out to the pen and see our friend Troy.
Okay, so the reason we've been so fired up to do this fan interview, we did an interview with a Blue Jays fan last year who gave the most electric interview we had from any fan in 2023. So now, Blue Jays in town, we're going back to talk to him again. He's here. Time for round two. It's going to be electric.
You guys remember this guy from last year.
This is our home park. These bums in Seattle, they got nothing on us. The Seattle bums.
Is Seattle still a bunch of bums?
They're always going to be bums. Everyone knows they're bums. We're going to win this whole weekend. Vladdy, his home ballpark, everyone knows that. He's going yard. The Astros are going to catch you guys after this weekend. You guys are the worst batting lineup in the league. It's an absolute embarrassment. 20 years you guys are doing this. This is the most embarrassing year of our career, and this is what you guys do every single year here in Seattle.
This shirt, what's going on?
We're trying to get this guy fired here. If you guys can do us a favor and actually sweep us, I would be kind of happy at the end of the day. Sweep us, get rid of this bum, this clown, this hot dog eating contest guy, and do us all a favor here in Canada.
This is the guy right here.
See you next year, year 3, baby. Woo!
All right, well, it's the 9th inning now. We've been walking around for a little bit, go to meet up with some fans. We met up with Stitch God, who's one of our biggest supporters.
All right, Stitch God, build your Mount Rushmore of all-time Mariners jerseys.
See, that's a hard one because they've worn some pretty great stuff. I would say the 1996 teal. I would say the original version of the Turner had the clock they wore in 1998. I'm a big Navy guy. I'll go with the Astro Blue Navy early 2000s, and then the gray, any gray.
You like those gray jerseys.
Gray is my favorite one ever, bro. That's the only one that I saw when I was growing up, seeing him on the road, so that's my favorite.
He does awesome stuff too. Go check out his Instagram. Go check out Stitch God on Instagram. Go check out his website. all that stuff.
So our day started 16 hours ago, but now it's over. What a day.
Long day in the best way. We had a blast. We had a blast taking you guys along for it. Mariners won, by the way, 2-1 win. Andres Munoz closes it out. Of course he did. Get this guy to the All-Star game. Mariners win the first game of the series. And for us, like we said, long day. It was all worth it. It was a bunch of fun. But I think we're ready to go to sleep.
But, as you know, Dog, even though we're going to get a great night's sleep, we'll be right back at the park tomorrow.
We will. And the next time we'll talk to you guys on a vlog, be in Dallas. All-Star Week vlogs, I should probably say plural. We'll see how many we do. But we will talk to you guys at All-Star Week in Dallas. We can't wait. It's a week away.